What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video, I want to show you why XRP is miles ahead of every other project out there, and you don't have to hear it from me. I want to show you a brand new clip of Brad Garlinghouse actually talking about this, and the point he makes here is absolutely critical, and it's going to help you understand that XRP is about to have a massive leg up on the entire crypto industry, and this is going to be huge for its price going forward. Towards the end of the video though, I actually want to transition into another court case Ripple is in. They are actually getting sued by someone who lost money trading XRP, and now that person is trying to say that XRP is a security. I want to show you how that court case is going because we just got a brand new clip from that court case, and it's something you guys are not going to want to miss. Like always guys, your support means so much to this channel. Make sure you take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help me out so much. Also, if you guys ever need a good place to buy some XRP or the Flare token, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So I want to start this video out with something kind of funny but also kind of sad. It looks like the SEC just filed a brand new motion in the library case where they actually changed the amount of money they were asking for to $100,000. Now prior to this, the SEC was asking for something absurd like $10 million. And I think this just shows how stupid the SEC's process was. The SEC dragged this case out forever, forced Library to use up all their money, and now they have no money for the SEC to even get. The SEC wasted so much time and resources on this case, and now there's no money for them to even make from this. They spent all their time and money bankrupting Library and left nothing for themselves. Now, the even funnier part about all of this is the judge in the Library case was ruling in the SEC's favor, and he couldn't even call the Library token a security, so Library's still trading. So the SEC wasted years and years, resources, and time essentially just bankrupting Library's company. But the Library token is still trading, the Library developers can still get together and develop a new platform, and theoretically they could just make a new company. Now obviously it's hard for them to get money at this point, and they're going to have the SEC on their backs, but the SEC didn't accomplish anything. The Library token is still trading on the market. I mean, you can't call it a security. Library, the company, well, yeah, they're bankrupt, but they're not going to have to pay the SEC anything. And the developers, they're all fine. This wasn't a criminal penalty. It was a civil penalty. So they could get together, develop a new platform, raise money, and theoretically start a new company. It just shows that the SEC's efforts here aren't working because fundamentally, they can't regulate this market. It's not securities. Their powers don't work here. And I just think this is a great example of this. The SEC tried so hard to get the Library token delisted, to try to make it so it can't trade anymore, and they failed miserably. And this was with a judge who was essentially giving the SEC what they wanted. The SEC got the best judge they could have in this case, and nothing worked out for them. They didn't get any money, the Library token's still trading, so what was the point in all this? What the SEC could have easily done was just provided guidance so that these different cryptocurrency companies could come into compliance, but instead they went on this super long charade, wasted millions of dollars, and got absolutely nothing out of it. Obviously, it's sad for Library. This should have never happened to them, but this has to be a big kick in the face to the SEC. To walk away from this case with a $100,000 fine is completely embarrassing, and honestly, this is just such a good example of how poorly the SEC is using their resources. I can't imagine this is going to go over well for anyone at the SEC, and this is going to be a hard case for them to brag about. So now I want to move on and show you guys why XRP is miles ahead of every other cryptocurrency in the market, and it doesn't even have to do with technology. Now, those of you guys who follow this channel know that I am extremely bullish on XRP's technology. I think there are so many massively bullish developments coming to the ledger, including XLS30. It's going to completely change the way XRP is used in DeFi. And then, of course, it's just the perfect blockchain for moving money all around the world, essentially what cryptocurrency was for in the first place. Now, I want to show you something else that Brad Garlinghouse actually says in this interview that I think is absolutely massive, and so many people are sleeping on this. I think this fundamentally could be the biggest reason for XRP price appreciation in the future, and XRP is going to be the only token to have this. Listen up to this and then we'll break it down.
Well, the case against Ripple by the United States SEC started 2.5 years ago, so it's certainly been a bit frustrating and slow, but the good news is we're at the end of that journey. And while others in the crypto industry might be at the beginning of that journey, the silver lining for Ripple has been that we're kind of at the end. sometime, I would say, between the next 2 and let's say 6 months, I expect a resolution. The judge in the United States has been fully briefed. She has the decision on her plate. A federal judge can operate on whatever timeline in this case, she would like. But I'm optimistic we're going to see resolution, I believe, before the end of Q3.
Now, before I get into the part that I wanted to talk about right here, I quickly have to address the fact that Brad Garlinghouse was giving some very conservative timelines right here. Now, I have a feeling he was doing this because he's really gotten the timelines for this case wrong a couple times now. I have a feeling he was just being super conservative right here. Now, what he was basing this timeline on was the 6-month rule. Judge Torres essentially has to have her ruling in minimum by September, and that's where he was getting 6 months from in Q3. Now, for all intents and purposes, Judge Torres has never been on the 6-month rule, and she's not going to cut it till the last minute. Judges don't do that. She's likely going to have the ruling a couple months before the 6-month rule expires because that's simply how these judges take care of their business. She's not going to want to keep pushing her rulings off to the last minute, or she's going to get super jammed up. So ultimately, I really do think he was giving a worst case scenario on the timeline, but now I want to move into the substance of what he said. The important thing that Brad Garlinghouse said here was that XRP is going to be the first token with certain clarity in the market, and it's not even going to be close. A lot of companies, a lot of tokens right now are just starting their process with the SEC, and who knows how long that could take. It could be 2.5 years for each one of these projects, especially if we don't get any rules from Congress. So this means XRP for certain is going to be the first regulated cryptocurrency in the market, and that is going to be absolutely massive. Think how much money could flow into XRP if it is the first commodity on the market. It's absolutely insane to think about. We would have every single major institution seeing this asset class legitimized and able to flow in. They're not going to go for Bitcoin, they're not going to go to Ethereum, which are still uncertain, they're going to go straight for XRP. This is absolutely massive and it's a game changer. This is going to drive institutions to Ripple's DeFi products. We could potentially see a massive flip in which chain dominates DeFi. Right now it's Ethereum, but it's really just retail traders. It's a bunch of dumb projects, it's a bunch of weird memes going around. None of it is institutionally ready. If XRP is the first token with clarity, we are going to see institutions who want to get into DeFi start on the XRP ledger. And this is something that I cannot overstate how important it is. They are going to start on the XRP ledger, and the XRP ledger is the best blockchain for institutions. It's fast, it's efficient, it's low carbon, it meets all the things institutions need. The only thing it doesn't have now is the regulatory clarity. What Brad Garlinghouse is telling you right here is that XRP is going to be the first token with this clarity, and other projects aren't even close. Now, I do talk to an SEC official on Twitter a lot, and he keeps trying to tell me that this case could end without XRP getting clarity. And I think this guy is crazy. And the reason why I think he's crazy is because the whole reason that Judge Torres let John Deaton into this case was to give XRP clarity. John Deaton would not have been let in this case if Judge Torres did not want to make a ruling on secondary sales. This is so important to understand. This guy Mark is trying to tell people, hey, this case is really only about how Ripple sold XRP. It's not about XRP in the secondary market. But Judge Torres told John Deaton, hey, I am letting you into this case to talk about secondary sales. She would not have done this if she wasn't prepared to make a ruling on the secondary sales. Everything is lining up perfectly for Judge Torres to tell the market what XRP is, and that is massively bullish. Now, everything I have seen, everything John Deaton has seen, and all the other lawyers, well, we all think XRP will get its status as not a security. And Judge Torres is going to make that determination in a court ruling, something that the SEC can never object. Now, they can appeal it to another level court, but we have already heard so many times their chances of winning on each appeal just gets worse and worse. So the market's likely going to take the clarity Judge Torres gives, and that is going to make XRP the only regulated cryptocurrency in the market. I really do think this is going to be a game changer. No one understands. No one outside the XRP community is even close to factoring something like this in, and it really just shows how far ahead we are of every other community out there. So I want to finish this video off and actually show you an update from another case Ripple is in right now, where some random dude is suing Ripple saying that XRP is a security and Ripple made him lose money. Well, Let me just tell you, the guy suing Ripple here is a complete clown. He lost like $200 and is saying, oh, this is Ripple's fault. It's a complete joke, but I want to show you how this case is going for him right now, because the judge in this case hardly even understood cryptocurrencies. I was a little worried at first, but listen to her here, because this guy suing Ripple should be extremely scared listening to what this judge had to say.
When you buy securities, you get a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Do you
And
get,
in Howie,
if you buy digital currency, do you get anything electronically or otherwise?
in
Do you
Howie,
get
there were
something that has the terms of the contract?
nothing. In Howie, there was a contract. In Warfield, there was a contract. If plaintiff here bought XRP on an exchange, he received no contract. It imposed no obligations on Ripple. And this is something that you'll hear from us at summary judgment. But how can there be an investment contract without a contract, in the first place? An investment contract is a type of contract.
So as you could hear right there, this judge is completely calling out this guy for BS. She fundamentally understands that if there's no investment contract, it's not a security. She's literally asking the primary question right there. Where is the investment contract? There is no investment contract between Ripple and XRP holders. And as soon as you understand that in order for there to be a security, there needs to be an investment contract, the sooner you will understand that XRP will never be declared a security. This judge gets it. I think Judge Torres is also going to get it. And I think this is why the SEC is fighting a losing case. XRP is never going to be a security in the market for that primary reason. There is no investment contract. There never will be. So if the judge wants to say, oh, Ripple made a certain sale here or here, you have to pay a fine, that's great. But XRP is going to have a status in the market that is not a security because of this reason. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.